Kayla, and welcome back to my channel. And even more so, welcome back to Love Tangle. You guys cast your votes, and the poll winner is Oliver Cowell, the amiable top model, who is here to make us smile. Let's read a little bit more about him. I want to boast to the world about how super adorable you are, can't I? So it looks like he's going to be one of the bubbly and cutesy types, which is one of my favorite types. I'm so excited! So let's get started with Carter versus Oliver. Carter and Oliver, main story, chapter 1. Invited by a delicious aroma, I enter the cafe where Josh and Mr. Keisler are sitting. Good morning! They turn towards me when they hear my voice.
Why, hello! A good morning to you too, Kayla. Here, you should sit beside me. Good morning, Kayla. Come, please take a seat.
They both suggest I sit at the counter, so I accept their offer and sit beside Mr. Keisler.
I'll prepare some food for you. What would you like to drink?
Good question. I usually have coffee, but my eyes lock onto the fresh fruit sitting on the other side of the counter. Josh grins.
Shall I make you some fresh squeezed juice?
Yes, please do.
You saw it work today, right? Are you nervous?
No, I'm more excited than nervous. It's always been my dream to research about the Kaleido leopards.
That's right. Your father told me about that before. Well, do the best you can.
Thank you very much. Mr. Keisler places his hand on my shoulder and stands, when a cheery voice rings through the cafe at almost the same time. Oh, Kayla, good morning. Good morning, Joy. You start work today, right? Good luck. I do, thanks. Josh, Mr. C, I'm sorry for asking for such a strange favor late last night. After flashing me a smile, Joy turns to talk to Mr. Keisler and Josh about something. Beep, beep, beep. A text? It's from Dad. Gosh, he's such a worrywart. I check my text and quietly shout from surprise. What on earth is he saying?
Let's see, what's it say? I forgot to tell you Paul left 2 weeks ago from Kaleido. Good luck on your first day, from Dad.
He's here already.
Who's Paul?
Aw, pink hair and pink eyes, so cute. Paul's my childhood friend and what? Who is he? The man who suddenly shows up and peers at my cell phone right beside me, then flashes me a smile.
So he's your childhood friend? Lucky for you for knowing someone. I only just got to Kaleido. Joy's the only person I know.
Is that so? I just got here yesterday as well. Oh, he's a friend of Joy's.
What a coincidence. I also arrived here yesterday afternoon from Bonaparte.
Bonaparte? My face naturally softens into a smile after seeing his broad grin. He seems like the friendly type. I should probably properly introduce myself. Joy calls for him just as I'm about to introduce myself. Ollie, they said they'll get a room ready for you. Joy and Josh are looking in our direction, waving their hands from the other side of the room.
Really? Woohoo! How lucky am I? I'm Oliver Cowell. Everyone just calls me Ollie, though. Nice to meet you.
Likewise. I'm Kayla Michelle.
It looks like I'll be staying here until the show ends, so I'd be overjoyed if we could get along until then.
What show? Yeah, get this. He's a world-famous fashion show model. I finally convinced him to come here. Joy winks at me when she comes over to get Ollie, who isn't making an effort to come over to her. I see. It's an honor to meet you.
What? Don't tell me you don't know who I am. I'm shocked. I got all confident because Joy said I'm world famous too. I'm super embarrassed now.
He looks over his shoulder at me as he clings to Joy. I'm sorry. I'm not well informed when it comes to fashion.
Sorry. I'm kidding. You're cute. If you like, why don't you come see the show I'm modeling for?
Good idea. You should definitely come, Kayla. It's a big job for me after all. Sure.
Woohoo! Thanks, Kayla.
Oliver really is the friendly type.
I'm glad. I may not look like it, but I'm actually shy, so I'm happy to have made a friend here.
What part of you is shy? I'm happy to be your friend, Oliver. He walks past the hand I held out for a handshake and instead buries his face in my neck and gently wraps his arms around my back. His hug is gentle like a boyfriend hugging his girlfriend. His scent tickles my nose. This scent, what is it the smell of? Wait, now it's not the time for that. I knock some sense back into myself before I get pulled completely into Oliver's pace. Hey, let go of me!
You smell nice and sweet, Kayla. Are you wearing something?
What? I'm not wearing perfume or anything like that. Shaken by his sudden question, I slip out of his embrace and run away. Hey, Ollie, you can't do that. You scared Kayla. Kayla, I'm sorry. Ollie's always like this. He's friendly towards everyone, or rather, has no reserve for them.
Hey, Joy, putting it that way is upsetting. I properly choose who I'm friendly with, can't you tell?
Alright, I need to go to work now. That surprised me. I quickly stand from my chair.
Oh, Kayla, what about your juice?
Thanks, Josh. I down the juice Josh made me in one go. Ollie grins when our eyes meet. Wow, my heart just skipped a beat. I'm heading out now. I briskly go to leave the cafe. Out of the corner of my eye, I can see Oliver waving goodbye. As expected of a top world model, I feel like I unintentionally let my guard down around him. What a curious man. Oliver's smile suddenly crosses my mind. No, today's my first day at work. Work. I readjust my mindset and open the front door. But while I was surprised when he hugged me, I didn't hate it. Oliver really is a curious person. A man is standing at the entrance of my work when I get there. He expressionlessly approaches me. It's Timo, our ex-lover.
You're Kayla Michelle, right? I've been waiting for you. I'm Timo Salminian.
I shake the hand as he holds it out to me.
Kayla Michelle, I saw you in World Animal Science the other day, so no need for you to introduce yourself.
He kind of seems like the hard-to-please type. I smile at the man who introduced himself as Timo. I see. Even though I don't need to introduce myself, I don't know who you are. Will you please tell me?
I researched the Clade leopards as well. That's all you need to know. Now then, we mustn't waste time, so follow me.
Thanks,
You can call me Timo, Miss Michelle.
After that, Timo leads me to where I change into my uniform. After that, he takes me to the officer and medical rooms I'll be frequenting.
It figures he wouldn't answer.
Timo sighs loudly the moment he enters the office. After finishing a basic greeting of my new coworkers, Timo tries calling someone on his work cell phone. If you're looking for the doctor, I think he's probably getting ready for the operation.
Even though there's still 2 hours until the operation?
Yeah, it's not unlike him.
I see. About 2 weeks ago, we got a new veterinarian. He's been put in charge of all the animals in the sanctuary.
He's renowned for being a skilled and gentle doctor by all the sanctuaries he's worked for. You're speaking of Dr. Paul Morgan, right?
You know him?
Yeah, he's my childhood friend. We worked together at another institute before as well.
And it sounds like I don't have to introduce you two.
It's okay, yeah, thank you. My expression softens as I'm empowered by the good things I've heard indirectly said about my childhood friend. It does sound like Paul to prepare for an operation 2 hours in advance.
You can use the cell phone when you have business with the veterinarians or researchers. Next, I'll show you the leopard area you'll be in charge of.
Okay. I finally get to meet the leopards. The leopard area that Timo shows me next is where the Clade leopards said to be this country's treasure are kept.
The leopards kept here are injured, ill, old, or cubs that were separated from their mothers.
I see.
You'll be in charge of the old leopard over there.
Timo looks at a large leopard sleeping leisurely in the shade of a tree. I'm in charge of that one? Are all of the leopards here under different research supervisions? Timo shakes his head at my sudden question.
No, not necessarily. No one was in charge of that leopard until you came here. Apparently, that older leopard was raised by the royal family in the past.
By the royal family? Now that you mention it, I think I've heard about something like that before. If I'm not mistaken, this country has a history of the Clade leopards choosing the next king. Oh my gosh, you guys, I bet that's why Henrik was always hanging around the leopards. He totally seems like a prince.
Yeah, however, in recent years, they stopped having the leopards choose the next king. But we were recently requested by the United Nations to assign a researcher to them and give them special protection.
I see. Is this why I got the job offer from the Clado country? I'm uneasy since I haven't heard the details, but I stare at the leopard under my care.
Sorry, someone's calling me.
Timo pulls a cell phone out of his chest pocket and answers the call.
Yeah, alright, I'll go right away.
He hangs up the phone and sighs again.
I still have things to explain. I'll be back in 5 minutes. I'm sorry, but please wait for me here until then.
Sure, I will. Timo disappears through a door into a back room on some sort of urgent business. I turn my attention back to the Clado leopards, where I dreamed to work with for a long time now. I finally got this far. I'll accomplish anything they put in front of me, just when my resolve solidifies.
Excuse me, but did you happen to see a slender, blonde young man around early 20s and about 5 feet 9 inches tall?
I look over my shoulder to see a finely dressed, tall man has been addressing me.
Hey you work here, don't you? Why don't you answer me at least?
I'm sorry. I've not seen anyone since I came to this room.
Seriously, where'd he go? I only took my eyes off of him for a second. He couldn't have gone far.
Oh dear, did this guy just click his tongue? Is he like a detective or something? It feels like a heavy gloom just filled the room. Why don't you have them use the broadcast system to help you find your friend?
Are you telling me to call for a mature adult on a broadcast system?
I draw back from the man's angry look that clearly turns down my suggestion. I'm so sorry. The man sighs at my reaction.
There are no other places that the Clado leopards are kept here.
I'm sorry, today's my first day, so I still don't know much about the facilities.
What'd you say?
Like I said, today's my first day, so...
I'm not asking about that. You didn't think to learn your workplace before your first day?
Huh?
You are wearing your uniform in a public area, and yet you don't know the facilities and can't even answer a single question.
I am sorry. It's true I'm wearing my uniform right now. He has a point. I slump my shoulders and hang my head.
You lack self-awareness. There's no point in a person without ambition working here. I recommend you quickly quit this job. If you'll excuse me then.
Carter's so mean. Hang on, why do I have to be told this by a stranger? I can't help calling out to him when he turns on his heel to leave. Excuse me? I feel like telling him that I won't quit would probably create a connection with him, so let's just apologize since we're on Oliver's route.
I don't have business with you anymore.
I'm sorry, you certainly make a good point. I can't stand for things to say this way.
Enough, nothing comes from an apology.
I'll go ask for you right now. He gives up and sighs loudly. Oliver thinks it was the best choice. Oh yeah, good job, Kayla. Oh, we got a reward. So, please give me a little time.
I don't have the time to listen to you.
What?
I'm saying I don't need you. I'll ask someone else. Any further discussion is a waste of time.
He flatly rejects my request. I finally realize I'm clenching my fists once the man's back shrinks into the distance. What the heck was with him? Why do I have to be yelled at?
I totally understand your feelings. That was a little rude of him.
That wasn't just a little rude. It was really rude. Oh? Time stops when I check out who suddenly spoke to me. A handsome man I've never seen before is standing in front of me. Who are you?
Hey, are you someone who just started today?
Yeah, I am.
I see. Say, which animal are you in charge of at this institute?
The handsome young man asks in a soft tone as he peers at my face.
Could it be you're the person in charge of the leopard?
I'm surprised when the leopard he points out is the old leopard I've been put in charge of. How did you know?
I see. So it's you. You got stuck with a tough job right off the bat.
A tough job?
Apparently, the older leopard was raised by the royal family in the past.
By the royal family? Now that you mention it, I think I've heard about something like that before. If I'm not mistaken, this country has a history of the Kaleda leopards choosing the next king.
Yeah, however, in recent years, they stopped having leopards choose the next king. But we were recently requested by the United Nations to assign a researcher to them and to give them special protection.
I see. Well, I can see why it would be, since it's a request from the country.
Anyway, to think you're the one in charge, huh?
Is there something wrong with it being me? That's not an answer. I'm confused by this unreadable young man. He looks from the old leopard to me and again speaks.
I think the man who is looking for me will probably take a liking to you.
The man who is looking for you? Ah, are you possibly the person that the man earlier was looking for? Early 20s, 5 feet 9 inches tall, a slender and blonde young man. He definitely fits the bill. Wait a minute. What did he just say? That that terrible man will take a liking to me?
See you later.
Oh, wait! He smiles at me and walks off in the direction that the man left from. He is gone. Unreal. Just who are they? Timo comes running over to me.
Sorry for making you wait. Is something wrong?
No, it's nothing. That's right. I'm sorry, but can I have a pamphlet or something of the sort at the Institute later?
Sure, but what do you want it for?
I'm gonna memorize everything about the Institute before work tomorrow. I'll never feel as mortified as that man just made me feel. I decide to take the confusing start to my first day as a lesson to strengthen my resolve. After all, I get the feeling I'll run into those men again. I'm beat, even though it's only my first day. I finally leave my work building. It was kind of a long day. I need to go over all the data leading up to today once I get home. Those who are serious about researching animals must think about the animal's happiness 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. I recall my initial resolve and set foot on the road home when someone calls me from behind. I look over my shoulder and see my nostalgic childhood friend running after me. He suddenly hugs me. Paul!
Kayla, long time no see. I'm sorry I couldn't greet you today. I had an operation as soon as the day started.
We exchanged looks and smiles. Sheesh, Paul. You should have told me you came to Kaleda. I was surprised when I heard about it from Dad.
I knew you'd be coming soon too. I wanted to surprise you.
He hasn't changed. His unchanging smile blows away the day's exhaustion.
It's been 3 years. To think our wish for us to work together in Kaleda came true.
It's hard to believe.
Do you remember our promise? The one to eat at Carlo's?
Of course I do, but it seems like I'll have to wait until things calm down a bit. Paul smiles sadly when he guesses what I'm trying to say.
I'll help you with whatever I can. Please don't try too hard.
That's reassuring. Thank you.
Oh yeah, both me and the researcher Timo live at Lilac Court too.
Really? Then we can be together at Lilac Court as well. Let's continue to get along. Thanks for going out of your way to chase after me.
Yeah, we're together. Looking forward to it then.
I follow Paul's confused look over my shoulder. Oh my god, he's so cute, you guys. With the glasses. Oliver? Joy's friend, who I met in the cafe at Lilac Court this morning, is approaching us while waving his hand.
Kayla, sorry for the wait. I came to get you.
Oliver comes over to me with a broad grin. Why are you here, Oliver? Did I tell you I work here?
I was joking about coming to get you. I just happened to see you while I was out sightseeing.
Oliver puts his arm around my shoulder and kisses me on the head.
Hey, Kayla, who is he? Can you introduce me?
Paul's face is stiff. Yeah, he's Joy's friend and
Kayla's friend, Oliver Cowell. I'm a model. Ooh, way to make Paul feel inferior. And I get to spend time with Kayla at Lilac Court from today on too. I see, you're a friend, huh? Nice to meet you. I'm Paul Morgan. I live at Lilac Court as well. And I'm a veterinarian here as well as Kayla's childhood friend. So you're just Joy's friend? I completely got the impression Kayla got a boyfriend, but it seems like I got the wrong idea.
How would I have a boyfriend? You're weird, Paul.
It's nice to meet you, Paul.
I'm relieved when I watch Oliver and Paul shake hands. Thank goodness. I was on edge, wondering what would happen since Paul's always been protective of me. Just as I think that.
We're friends right now, but you never know what the future brings us. Don't you think so, Kayla?
Oh no. Huh?
We may be childhood friends, but you never know where things will go. Right, Kayla?
Double oh no! Hey, stop it, you two! What's with that? Oliver and Paul are glaring at each other with stiff smiles, ignoring my flustered confusion.
You're done with work, right, Kayla? Then let's go home. See you later, Paul. Hey!
Okay, see you later, Paul. Oliver takes my hand and pulls me along as he runs off. We explore the Kaleido city that neither of us are familiar with yet on our way home. I'm enjoying listening to Oliver's friendly explanation about his impression of this country.
Kayla, let's take a detour.
Oliver, wait! He grabs my wrist and innocently pulls me along as he walks.
Hey, Kayla, call me Ollie like everyone else does.
I instinctively smile back at Oliver when he smiles at me over his shoulder. Alright, Ollie then. You okay with that?
Yep, I'm happy. It's refreshing to hear you say that. Ah, look, Kayla, there's a delicious looking restaurant here. Hey, let's go inside.
What? Wait, Ollie! The sweet, sweet aroma of cocoa spreads to the shop Oliver brings me into. Ah, what a nice smell. It sends my exhaustion away.
Yeah, chocolate is a necessity for girls, especially for hardworking girls like you.
Ollie?
Excuse me, please give me one of these large boxes.
I stare at Oliver when I see him order a large wooden box full of pralines that is sitting in the showcase window. He's ordering this many? Ollie, there's a lot in there. Is it for everyone at the apartment to eat?
What are you saying? It's all a gift for you.
It is?
You worked hard at your first day of work today, right? You need to reward yourself on an exhausting day.
Ollie sure is nice, but I can't eat this many on my own. Oliver bursts out laughing.
Boy, you sure are greedy, Kayla. You aren't the only one that had their first day of work in Kaleido today, you know. Aren't you gonna share with this Oliver who worked hard all day too?
He wants to eat them together. He must have heard my thoughts because he laughs again when he looks at my face. Sure, let's eat them together.
Alright, miss, please put a cute ribbon on it too. I'm giving it as a reward after all.
I wonder why being with Ollie makes my mood so much lighter. My heart naturally calms as I watch Oliver happily chat with the store clerk. We finish our shopping and resume our trip home when I spot a familiar man standing in front of me. He's a man I would have preferred not to come across again so soon.
How happy-go-lucky you must be to go shopping in town after work. Shouldn't there be more pressing matters to attend to after work?
Oliver looks from my face to that man's.
Kayla, do you know this person?
We don't want to, Oliver. We don't want to. I met him this morning for the first time at work.
Did those issues of yours start even before your complete incompetency? Listen, well, girl, you should at least have enough awareness to know you ruined the trust of your coworkers gained for your past achievements by wasting a single day. Hey!
Oh, you tell him, Oliver. Oliver steps between me and the man standing in front of me.
This has nothing to do with you, does it? I'm speaking with this woman.
It's okay, Ollie. Let's just go home.
You probably don't know this, but Kayla's a skilled researcher. She needs a break after working so hard to get here. Naive, aren't you? You're rude. Kayla, let's go.
Oliver walks away from that man quickly with me in tow. I can feel the anger coming from Ollie's back. I've only seen him smile until now, so seeing him get angry for me makes me laugh even though it's inappropriate.
Why are you laughing?
Why? Then why are you angry, Ollie? He wasn't mocking you.
I can't forgive him for saying something about someone who's working so hard.
Ollie, thank you. I don't feel bad because you got angry for me. No, that's not it. It made me calm instead. What infuriates me is that he has a point. Oliver pats me on the head just as I'm about to get depressed. Oliver walks close beside me, being considerate of my lack of talkativeness since earlier.
You don't have to let what that man says get to you. It's true that it hasn't been long since we met, but girls should always have a reason to smile.
I respond to Oliver with a smile. Thank you, but some of what he said was true. My line of work entrusts the animals' lives to me. If my full attention can save a single life, then I can't stay this way. That's what he was trying to say. I still don't know his name, but...
Kayla, people like you are...
That's right, I have to work even harder. I suddenly lift my head and look at Oliver. He has a surprised look on his face. What's wrong?
Nothing. I was just thinking, you're completely different from the girls I know. It's my first time knowing someone like you.
What? Ollie? I'm wrapped by the fragrance I smelled on him this morning. This is different from a casual hug. It's the same way that he embraced me before this morning. I can feel his sweet warmth.
Oh, he's really close up. I've taken a liking to you, Kayla.
Within seconds of my heart skipping a beat at his whisper.
Alright, let's head home.
He frees me from his embrace. He walks off while leading me by the hand. Hang on! Ollie, why are you coming home with Kayla? Joy's extremely threatening voice echoes throughout Lilac Court.
Sorry, Joy. There's a serious reason for this.
A serious reason? A serious reason? You're saying crap like that again. Get this through your head. Don't disappear without letting me know.
I get it. I'm sorry.
Joy, it was a nice change of pace for me when Ollie came to get me. Can you forgive him, for my sake? Joy sighs slightly with a frown. Well, I guess I can forgive you today because of Kayla. I don't really have a choice anyway. Thanks, Joy.
You saved me there, Kayla. Oh, Joy, I've got a present for you.
You do? Why, isn't the ecru beige cocoa chocolate that's all the rage in Kaleda right now? I'm so happy. I thought that was for us, though.
You've been looking after me after all, Joy.
Oh, chocolate. He made sure to buy some for Joy, too. Ollie really is a nice guy. Oh, he bought separate. I briefly glance at the counter once Joy and Oliver make up. I gasp when I see what's there. Ew! The man who slowly turns around is undoubtedly the same man who criticized me in front of the chocolate shop.
Sure took your time getting home.
He puts down his coffee cup and looks at me. Huh?
Kayla, why don't we go to my room?
A smiling Oliver grabs my arm and stands beside me so I can't see the man anymore, following which the man walks away from the counter towards us and slaps Oliver's hand off my arm. Oh!
I've got important business with this woman. You plan on saying mean things to her again, don't you? I believe I told you before that what I have to say is none of your business.
I don't want to talk to him, but I wonder if it's important, if it's something I need to hear him out on. Kayla, this man's been waiting for you for more than an hour. Oliver, come on, don't get in their way. Joy pulls on Oliver's arm.
Thank you. Now then, Miss Michelle, take a seat over there.
Oh my gosh, what's it gonna be? Why do you know my name?
If you hear me out, you'll learn why.
I reluctantly sit across from the man. He looks me straight in the eyes and starts talking. Oh, it's our first checkpoint. Ooh, we even got a mini story.
I'm Carter Harris. I work as an aide to the Kaleda royal family's 7th prince.
Oh my god, I bet it's Henrik. Why is the 7th prince's aide here?
You truly are easy to read. Why is this person coming to me, you're wondering?
Yeah.
Honesty will make this proceed go smoother. Good on you. I'll continue then. The 7th Prince Henrik has lived abroad since his youth until just a year ago, when he learned the Kaleda leopard he raised since his childhood is still alive. For this reason he has returned. He wishes for the leopard to live healthily until the successor to the throne is decided.
Are you talking about the leopard that I've been placed in charge of?
Yes, I am. The prince read your thesis paper.
So this is how I ended up coming to Kaleda.
However, I was disappointed by your attitude on your first day of work. No matter how I look at it, you're just not fit for the job.
No way! It's true I haven't done anything today to receive passing marks from Mr. Harris. But I don't want my desire to work here to be crushed by this. But please, let me do this! Something glints in his eyes.
Oh, looks like you're motivated?
I am! I finally came to Kaleda, to the laboratory I've always dreamed of working at with the Kaleda leopards that I've always admired. Anything can be turned into a chance. Carter nods slightly at my answer and flashes a triumphant smile. In that instant, the resolve I forcefully yank up from my hopes suddenly clouds over.
Prince Henrik has entrusted me with the old leopard and its caretaker, Miss Michelle.
What do you mean by he entrusted you with it?
I imagine I meant exactly what I said.
Why do I have a bad feeling about this? I wait for his explanation.
From now on, you do not work under Kaleido Institute's director, but under me. You have a duty to report to me.
What? My first day of work at Kaleido is about to end. The thought of how things will be from tomorrow on makes the man sitting in front of me, Carter Harris, look like a demon. What a twist! So that's the end of the chapter. Look forward to the next one. Good work on your first day, Kayla. Looks like things are going to be rough for you, though. By the way, isn't Ollie quite the free spirit? He's kind of weird, but a good guy all at the same time. Get along with him, okay?
Hi, Joy. I heard the model you brought this time only came after you convinced him.
That's right. He's a special model for this show. He carries the hopes and dreams of the event's designers.
That's amazing. By the way, who's the guy in the black suit sitting in the cafe right now?
Get this, he's Kayla's new boss, or something like that. I don't know the details either.
I see. Well, you know, the next chapter looks like things are gonna get stormy.
Really?
Yeah, well, I'm sure she'll be saved by him.
By who?
By the guy you brought, Joy. She should fully enjoy the times when she can get a change in pace.
I agree. That's important. It's true that Ollie is a good person to change things up with, or at least he's skilled at making girls smile.
But still, you won't know which man is truly kind unless you get close to him first. Confirm the facts with your own eyes.
I'll be sure to listen to your troubles if anything comes up. Okay, guys, well, that's it for the first chapter of Carter versus Oliver. I so love Oliver, as I'm sure you guys can tell. He is so cute. What do you guys think of him? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!